I'd like to tell you about tonight's sponsor, ExpressVPN. In case you're unaware, a VPN stands for Virtual Private Network and creates a secure connection between you and your internets. Not having a VPN basically puts you at risk for anyone to steal your information. That includes stored passwords, browsing history, and even your bank information. But with ExpressVPN, you're covered. Now for me, I have always personally used ExpressVPN for streaming Netflix shows and movies that aren't available in my country. Yes, you heard that right. ExpressVPN lets you control where you want websites to think that you're located, giving you access to content that's not available in your region. Just choose the location that the content is located, hit connect, and voila. And being faster than any other VPN provider out there with 24/7 customer support, you know that you're in safe hands. And right now, you can click the link in my description or go to expressvpn.com/karuna to find out how you can get 3 months free. With that being said, thank you so much ExpressVPN for sponsoring today's video, and let's just get right into it. Hey there, go ahead and have a seat. I'm just getting my appointment book ready, and I do believe you are my last appointment of the day, which is good for you because I do have you down as an eye examination and vision tester. Is that correct? Oh, you don't vision tester. What I mean is I'm going to be checking your vision by doing the 1 or 2 method. You've had to have it done before just for a regular eye exam, but this takes a little bit longer because we still do it the old way. So the new ways show that my hair being caught. The new ways are computer generated. They do it very quickly, but we like to be old-fashioned at this office. So just to verify, can I have your date of birth, please? And may I have your last name? Excellent. Okay, let's get started. So how are you doing today? I know it's been a very long time no see. I do remember you though. It's been a few months, but I see a lot of patients and I have 2 little ones at home, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be getting a pair of gloves. And I'm going to be using one glove on one hand and using my bare hand with the other, but don't worry. I'm going to be sanitizing prior to touching you. And if I may, while I'm talking, do I have consent to touch you today? I know, you know I'm going to do it regardless, but I feel like it creates a comfort between doctor and patient. And don't worry, my hands sound dry, but I promise they're very, very moisturized. I just believe that the sanitizer makes them not sound very good. But let me go ahead and get a pair of gloves and we'll get started. So like I said, 1 bare hand and 1 glove to do the examination. And what I'm going to be doing first is I'm just going to be checking around the face, around the eyes, making sure all the lymph nodes aren't swollen or hardened, which can indicate some cancers, or maybe you have some type of lymphatic problem that's going to need massage. I'm just going to check in the eyes. I do have a light here. No, it's not the very bright light you're probably used to. This actually is for the ears. It's to look in the ear hole and, do certain testing, but I'm actually going to be using it for your eyes. Since I'm going to be so up close, I'm just going to be looking around, and as I said, I sanitized everything. You don't have to worry about anything, and you can actually take off your mask for this procedure. So, no worries, I am vaxxed and ready to go. That's actually why I've been out of the office so long, as I had my 2nd vaccine, and it threw me out for a couple of weeks. So, always better to be safe than sorry, though. So what I'm going to do is just get up close and we're going to start the exam, okay? I'm going to start by just touching, like I said. relax. Get comfortable. Tell me about how you're feeling. Yes, you can talk. It actually makes time go faster, but I also really seem to enjoy it when my patients relax. 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 Good. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over here to your right eye, and I'm gonna lift up your eyelid and get really close just to look here. Okay, excellent. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to your left eye, lift it up and get real close. Okay, so I'm gonna do that again, but this time I'm gonna have you look down, okay? I'm just going to take my little light here. And go ahead. Okay. Just come in here, go ahead and look down. Good. Sorry if I'm making you shake a little bit. Okay, doing it on the other side. Go ahead and look down for me. Excellent. Now I'm going to come back over and I'm going to have you look up while pulling down your lower lid, okay? So just getting close and pulling down. Go ahead and look up for me. Okay. Very good. Now on the other eye, I'm just going to pull down with the lid here and look up. Thank you. Keep looking up. Okay. Alright, and we're going to do that again, but this time I'm going to tell you to look right at the tip. So you're just going to center out. You might see a little bit of blurriness, that's no problem. So let's go ahead and do that. Pulling down. And can you look right at the tip? Look right there. Good. You don't have to follow it, just stare straight. Now look at the tip. Look at the tip. Very good. And on the other eye, pulling down and look at the tip. I know, blurry focusing, just keep watching. Look at the tip. Look at the tip. Doing good. Look at the tip. Excellent. Now, go ahead. I'm just going to kind of get out of focus here, and I'm going to have you follow this light. Go ahead and follow. It's going to go pretty quickly. Back and forth. Okay. Go ahead and follow the light again. Pretty quickly. Up and down. Up and down. Okay. Now, just stare straight. You can focus on the center of my nose. I'm just going to kind of go in quickly. You don't have to just keep staring at the center of my nose. I'm just checking dilation of the pupils here. You're doing excellent. Amazing. And again, stare right at me. I'm getting a little bit closer. Beautiful. Alright, so your eyes are dilating properly. I know we still do this the old-fashioned way. I just write everything down and enter it in the computer later, because if I don't, I find myself going crazy at home when I have nothing to do. My little ones are in school, and once they get home, they want to play video games or do their homework or relax. That's the only thing I dislike about school, is we get about an hour and a half of family time before they are exhausted. So I need something to do. Okay, so I'm just going to continue the exam by just feeling around the face, and then we are going to start the vision test. Okay. Good touching. I'm going to touch each side of your face face, and you go ahead and tell me if you can feel. Okay. The same on each side. Ready? Shoop. Shoop. Can you feel the same on each side? Good. I have these little toothpicks here. Number one, because I have like so many fake teeth at this point that I need to get the stuff out of it or it drives me crazy. And two, it's going to tell me if you have proper feeling on every part of your face. So I'm just going to go ahead and touch kind of around this area, and you let me know when you feel it, okay? Good. 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 I thought you missed that one, okay? Good. Good. Excellent. Alright, next we are going to get started with the eye test. So, all I'm going to be doing for that is I have a colorblind test and I also have a vision test. We're just going to have you try to read each line, and then I'm going to be doing a little bit of 1 and 2 to write down and see if your vision has changed, okay? So, let's do first thing first. I have a very soft, bristled toothbrush here. And I'm just going to have you read line number 4 here, okay? So can you start here? Go ahead. LBED. Can you try to read line number 5? I know it gets a little blurry as we go down, but okay, perfect. So while we do that, I have this little kitty paw here. I know. And I'm just gonna get up close and I'm gonna cover each side of your eye, and I'm gonna have you read these lines again and ask you which side is easier or if something is obstructed on either side. Ready? Just follow along, I promise. Let's go ahead. Cover. Awesome. So, can you read line 3 for me? All the way up here. Okay. Now, do you find yourself being able to read it better on 1 or 2? Or do you find it obstructive? 1 or 2? Very good, 2. Alright, so that's pretty much all you have to do. 2 was obstructed, you couldn't see anything. So we're just going to kind of do it that way. And I'm just going to keep you reading line 3 and 4. Read whichever one is comfortable. So we're going to start with 3 or 4. You can say equal as well. 3 or 4. 3, yes, it can change. Or 4. Very good. Okay. Now we're gonna do lines 5. So go ahead. 5 or 6. 5 or 6. Excellent. Now, is that 7 or 8? 7 or 8? Excellent. Okay. Now we're going to do 9 and 10, but this time I have a little fan brush here, and I'm just going to kind of wiggle in your vision. So we're going to do 9 to skip that. We're going to go back to 1 or 2, but we're going to take a break just so your eyes can readjust, because you do find yourself, that's why I've been monitoring your pupils, whether you're focusing on the center of my nose in the meantime by doing 1 or 2. So, as it's not focused, you can't see the paper. 1 or 2. 1, so you're clearly focusing back on me, or 2. Very good. So, let's go ahead and start our colorblind test here. If you're unfamiliar with how to do these, basically I'm going to show you a color right here, and you're just going to tell me what number you see in the circle. So, go ahead and tell me what number you see here. 12, very good. What about right here? Very good. Right here. Good. And what about right here? Eight or 6. 8 or 6. Excellent. So I know that one was a hard one. Let's go ahead and move over here. Very good. And last but not least on this side. 5, 7, 5, 7. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to fly through these very fast. We're going to be going from right to left. So my right to left is your left to right. So just start from this side and go this way. We're going to do the top row, okay? Tell me very quickly what you see. 6, 20. What did you say? 21, 29, and 57. Very good. Next row. Yep. 15, 74, and 5. You are flying through this. 5, 42, and 45. Let's make sure. These ones right here are a little bit harder to read, but that's okay. No worries. And then let's finish up with the eye test. So, for this one, I have a little hand. I know it's creepy, but it's all we got, and we like to use these for the pediatrics. So, let's start back from 1 and 2. So, 1, 2, 1 or 2. 1 or 2. I know I get a little bit shaky trying to do these little hand things, so bear with me. 1 or 2. Very good. 1. Okay, let's do it again with 2 and 3. 2 or 3. 2 or 3. 2 or 3. You are on fire. You did catch me. So it actually was 3, but then I switched it, and then it was 2. You are good. Alright, so let's do 3 and 4, okay? 3 or 4. 3 or 4. 5 or 6. 5 or 6. Very good. 7 or 8. 7 or 8. 7 or 8. Again, 7 or 8. Good. 9 just tricking you to see if you had been playing along the whole time. And my friend, you are absolutely perfect in vision. Your muscle strain is very equal parts whenever I check each side here. I'm very proud of you. You are doing excellent in your vision. So, why don't you go ahead and relax? I'm going to write down a few things, and I'm going to take this with me tonight, get it typed in the computer. My recommendation going forward is to make sure you are hydrated. Dry eyes is a very common thing in these changing seasons, and I want you to be able to take care of yourself. But overall, you are healthy. Any floaters, anything I have checked into the eye earlier in the exam, you are amazing, sweetie. So I wouldn't change a thing, just hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Why don't you call in to schedule in another 6 months and we can do a further examination. I can dilate your eyes, I can do a bunch of different things, which is really exciting, and it was incredible seeing you today. So with that being said, I hope you have an incredible